Welcome, my beautiful soul, to this collective reading, which is absolutely timeless. And if you find yourself here at this moment in time, whenever you click onto this video, it's not an accident, okay? First of all, I always ask my spiritual team to kind of like call in the energies or the people who need to be hearing a specific thing at a specific moment. Here you are. Welcome. It's wonderful to have you here. So let's get into this reading. Let's get into this and find out what it is that we need to hear right now for you. It's quite interesting. Okay, really the cards coming out here. Well, hello. Especially if you're on my channel, I always say this again and again, especially if you're coming into these collective readings. Really a specific kind of person does come into my channel. There's always a specific kind of energy. You can really see from the comments below. Very like spiritual people get attracted to this channel. So it's a very unique kind of energy. So yeah, you are welcome. If you've been here before, it's absolutely great to have you back one more time. If you are new, welcome to this collective energy. You are welcomed here. You are open-armed, hugged by all the other people watching. Share the love, okay, in the comments below. You're unique, and sometimes you can be very isolated from others like you. Here we are together. So what a story is going on here. First of all, we've got fog coming in here with the veiled. And you know, immediately when I put that down, I heard Spirit Guide say, oh, the veil is being lifted. And I'm like, that is so cool. That's an old saying about the veil, you know, that was covering people's eyes, and certain people had the veil lifted and could see spirit, could see things that other people cannot see. If you can see where this is going, you're going to be so curious. The next card coming out here is called the Spirit Whisperer, okay, which says divine guidance and higher knowing. So what happens when the veil gets lifted? You start to actually hear, see, understand things that you've never understood before. And where this is going for you, it's actually, I didn't expect that card to come out. So this is quite interesting, especially if you're here in this reading. Wow, I'm just saying, like, okay. Divine guidance, this is you being able to connect to spirit. As I do every day, spirit will advise me, show me things, make me understand things. I think that's what's happening. It's almost like when the veil gets lifted, what has been hidden from you, the higher knowing, things about life, things about yourself, things about the reality that we live in. Oh, it's big, guys. It's never ending because there's so much to learn because of this one thing. If I'm in this room and I'm looking at the camera, you see me here. And this is the perspective that you have of this room. But if I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the camera and I look beyond the camera, I've got 2 office chairs there and I've got a computer there with a lamp. So you don't see that. There's a whole bunch of lighting over here, okay? Then there's a door there. You don't see that. Then there's an open wall on the side. There's actually another door here as well. So as you can see, it's my perspective is different from your perspective, and you know, everything's happening. You see this, okay? So at the same time, even though I'm seeing something different than what you see, we're still in the same room, okay? It's still the same room, but it's just different perspectives. If you were in the room and you were standing there, you would see something different. I would see you somehow differently. If there was a few people in the room, each one was going to be seeing a slightly different perspective. All of these perspective is the thing, okay? It's just different perspectives, what you're seeing from your time. That's why we have got so many different cultures, so many different religions, basically all talking about the same thing. Different perspective at that moment in time. None of them are wrong, okay? I feel like why it's so deep and why you're going to be learning so much is because you're going to end up learning all the different perspectives, and they all make up a big picture of something much bigger. They tie in together. That's why I have the spider web. Everything is really connected to each other. It's like a spider web. You cannot move one side without the others being affected. It's all one thing. And this is so interesting. Oh my goodness. The akasha comes up here. Ooh, what are you going to be understanding Wow. So the Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. It's the second time that said that. Divine guidance. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yes. You are going to be getting information here coming from your spirit guides, maybe even the keepers of the Akashic. There are keepers, almost like librarians, who specifically work with storing of this energy. Some of those keepers can be angels, okay, who store this energy, which is memory, which is the Akashic. So the Akashic is an energy field that is even picked up in quantum physics. Quantum physics has actually picked up on this field. They don't call it the Akashic. I can't quite remember what they call it, but I know it's the Akashic. It's a storage field where, think of it like the internet, an energetic field like that, where let's talk about the planet, our planet. From the moment this planet was conceived, okay, and everything that ever happened on this planet is in that Akashic. And everything that is still in our perception, again, going to happen, is also stored there. And it's not just our planet, but we're looking at our planet. It can literally be the universe, okay? But we're looking at our planet right now. And then it also includes every animal that has ever lived, or their history, how animals evolved and how they're going to still change, what is still going to happen, every plant, every human that has ever lived, okay? Every single individual human, all the lives that they've lived and will still live is in the Akashic, including you. Okay, going to go wide, and we're going to go to people now. Beyond the future and the past, we need to also understand that let's do it like this. The past, the future, it carries all of that information. But beyond this one energy, there's also alternatives of this reality. So there's more than one earth as well. There's lower energies of the earth and there's higher energies of the earth happening in your same timeline. And so it also keeps the records of those realities as well. So we're not just living like that, linear. We are living, in fact, it's all like one table. It's like this table happening all at the same time. So you are here and you are also in the past, in another life. You are also a child. You're an old person right now in the future. It's like you're looking down upon all of it. You're in a future life as well. Okay, you're also in another dimension, in another level of what the earth is. There's a couple of them going like this. And so you are all of these things at one time. And if you can actually connect to that energy, you could gain an ability that you didn't even know that you had, because another version of you can speak French, and you can start to speak French. Or you can understand mathematics like you never understood before, because another version of you, either in the future, in the past, or on the side, can do that. That's the Akashic. Working with people with the Akashic would enable you as, say, a psychic or a spiritual energy or anything, what you want to be. It can enable you to be able to actually look into people's energy. That's why I had the spider web, because I've always seen the connection between lives with people. And you can actually look into people's energy and see their past life, see other versions of themselves. That's very, very much deeply what I do in these tarot readings. That's why I have the spider web, and spider is my spirit animal. It's given me this ability to be able to see into your timelines a lot, into past lives, future lives, your possibility. And when I do my tarot readings, I always look at your highest possibility. I don't go looking at lower timelines, because why would I do that to you? So I go look at what is your highest potential timeline, and I zone in on that energy. Sometimes I can't even see the others. I only see this one, because I've trained myself to do that, because I want to make it possible for you to be able to go there. Because that would be transcendence. That would be your awakening. And that would be you taking back your power in your life. So I give it to you guys in these readings. Watching readings like this that give you the highest timeline is going to, it's actually, it's almost like a form of magic or a form of manifestation. Magic, manifestation, same thing. Okay, so when I show you this, I'm actually helping you now to create that reality, because I've opened up the akashic for you so that you can see what you already are, because you're already existing in that timeline where you are that successful person. All you have to do is shift your energy here to embody that here. You don't have to go there. It will just become a part of you. You'll just be there. Okay. And you can see your reality change to a place where you never dreamed even possible. So that's what I do here. That's my calling, to show you guys these things so that I can show you what you can do. And this could even be what's going on with you. You may be doing this for other people. You may be doing this for yourself, or you may be getting even deeper understanding on a more global energy about what's happening with our planet, where we've come from, where we're going. Many people at this moment in time are awakening to time falling away. It will never fully fall away because we live on earth, but we need to move away from that concept of it. That's why my readings are timeless. And people are remembering past lives. They're remembering, even projecting into future lives as well. We need to understand exactly what's going on. We're so far in the future already that sometimes the people that we deem as like aliens coming to visit us are actually us in the future, which at the same time are our ancestors from the past. Okay, so they are the ancestors of the future, because we're moving into that, but they exist already, so they're also existing in the past. It's complicated. You see, no time. And I feel like you're moving into so much knowledge. It will be never ending, because there's so many different perspectives of what that is. But you're going to learn so much. If the akashic is opening up for you, then my goodness, okay, that is a big energy. So I really feel like this is something big for you that's opening up. You are going to learn so much. Trust your spiritual guides. You do have a spiritual guide. Trust where they are guiding you, taking you, so that in this lifetime, you'll be taught the knowledge that you're meant to learn. I've got hiccups. Okay, apologies. So the card that fell out here is 10 of Swords. That's the veiled energy. It's literally foggy. The card that fell out. I feel like I'm just looking into your own energy now. This veil that has been with you has caused you a lot of problems. That card moved. So I want to see what it is. Yes, absolutely. It's caused you a lot of problems here. Wow. In your life, and I'll explain to you why. Whoa, guys, you're reading. The veiled energy has really caused you a lot of problems, because you do not understand sometimes how things operate, because you have the Queen of Cups energy. Very empathic, very heart and soul, following, feeling above common sense sometimes, okay? It's normal for you. Unfortunately, you're very highly evolved, living with very unevolved other people, which is normal as well. We're all on the journey at some point. And even their interaction with you is also a part of your growth and understanding about who you are. So we can't look at anything too close-minded, but you can protect yourself. Okay, you can be spiritual and be a badass as well. It's okay. So a lot of your heart energy during the time of you being veiled has caused you a lot of pain. That is now completely going to be changing for you. You're in this reading at a specific moment for a specific time, because there's a lot happening here. Sometimes the spiritual ones, the spirit whisperers, the spirit walkers, those who live in between worlds. That's me. I live in between worlds. I'm here in this reality, but behind me there's a spirit world that comes in when I'm doing these readings. I do the readings every day, so it's 2 to 3 hours you do readings. You're half in and out of the reality that you're in. It's not easy to handle life. You will not know how to cope in reality. And there comes a time where a certain change does take place and you start to cope in reality. Even then, it's never really like other people. So it's okay. All right. The time for you to move and really get this higher knowing, it's coming in so fast. It's you here. There's the death card. Scorpio is in your reading. You hear. And 8 of Wands. Look at that. 8 of Wands. Look at it. All coming towards you. Information. Understanding. Inner growth. Changes shifting inside of you. Wow. I understood Spirit Guide say that. I got rid of goosebumps there. There's changes going to be happening to you on deeper levels of knowing, but it's going to affect you physically. Okay, Spirit Guide, I want to talk about that. So they're mentioning actual energy coming towards you. It literally affects you. You could be feeling even something like ascension symptoms. You could be feeling physically things happening. I know ever since we had, when I'm doing the reading, we had the April solar eclipse 2 weeks before, or 3 weeks, nearly 2 3 weeks before, I was not feeling myself. So I really got sick as well. I got very sick. My whole face swelled up and it was weird. Everybody around me I knew as well. A lot of people were having like swollen this and swollen eye and swollen mouth, and I don't know what's going on. I even saw it in the comments. It was really weird. And a couple of weeks after that eclipse as well, and during this time that we had, because we were also in Mercury retrograde at that time, and it's also, even if you're not watching it at that time, I'm telling you the energy is still, it's the same for you where you are. And I was so drained, I was so unmotivated, I was just like, what is going on with me? Get up, do your thing, get moving, what's up with you? And then I realized like, oh, there's an energy shift taking place here. And I was like, okay, when I feel that happen, I feel the energy shift actually happening, I don't get down on myself and go, oh, but you should be. No, understand what's going on. So when I felt the energy shift happening, I was like, okay, go read a book, calm down, take a day out, spend a day in your pajamas, you know what I mean? Read a book, go take a walk, go do something else to shift this energy. And I allowed that to happen, and there's definite changes that come in. I remember also getting headaches almost every single day. I was like, I got a headache every day. And those kind of things are weird symptoms of these energies coming in. Like, depression, feeling like you're remembering the past. Tiredness is a big one. Unmotivated is a big one. It's when it happens, don't feel like what's wrong with me. Understand what's happening and be like, oh, it's a lot going on. Okay, no wonder I'm tired, It's like you're sleeping at night, but you're not really sleeping. Your body's sleeping, but your spirit is like busy reading lots of books and downloading, going to conferences in your sleep, basically listening to your teacher, and they're telling you things, and you wake up and you're like, I'm so tired. Because you didn't sleep, okay? Your body was just asleep, but your spirit was very busy. I feel like that's exactly what's happening to you now, and it's leading you to a complete shift and change in your life. I love where this is taking you. I love, one of the things that I used to see when I was like a child was like spiritual people are supposed to be very, have no power for some reason. They're supposed to be like sitting with one little outfit on a mountaintop there, just in an empty space. Like you have a bed and a table, or not even a table, just a bed and a blanket, and you're good, a candle, whatever. And you're this person, and very powerless energy. And as a witch, I kind of came to understand it as being, that's what the controlling energies would like people to think spiritual people are, or what you should be becoming if you're spiritual, because they don't want you to have power. They don't want you to realize what you really are, because then all the spiritual people, these are like the good people. These are the people with the heart, These are the ones who are like this. So they don't want the people with the heart to have the strength, because if the people with the heart have the strength, then they can stand up to people like that. They can stand up to bigger powers than themselves because they're strong. So you're like, you're a spiritual person. Go live in a room, go sit on a mountaintop in a cabin. You don't have to have electricity, nothing. Maybe you got running water. Good for you. Maybe you're going to go down to the river, and you're supposed to like that lifestyle. And so what can you do when you have that energy? What can you actually change? What can you accomplish? What can you speak? How can you be heard if you don't have a way to be heard? Nobody's going to pay attention to you if you come walking up there and, walk with bare feet and stand on the side of the road going, I got something to tell you guys. This is reality. And so the only way to get to people, to speak to people, is to have the means to do so. And that requires the universe to respond to you. It requires you to be able to affect your physical world. And if you reach that point where, yes, you're a spiritual person, but now you are affecting your reality to move the way that you want it to move, now you're accomplishing something. Because we are everything out here. And what aligns with us on the inside must reveal on the outside. And this is exactly what's going to happen with you. The Six of Pentacles comes in. What you are giving, what information you are sending. The plant, I'm looking at this little heart there, but there's a plant growing out of the heart. And he's looking up, he's like, I'm sending this heart of mine out into the universe. And then the universe responds with all these pentacles coming back in here going, okay, all right. We read you loud and clear. We got your message from the heart. Now we're responding to you. And I feel like that is where you are going here. You are being divinely guided to get yourself to a place of strength. The new leaders of this world are not going to be the politicians. The new leaders of this world are going to be the shamans and the witches and the yogis and the influential people are going to be these people. The akashic readers, the spirit whisperers. It's going to be all those people. In fact, if the spiritual people were actually running the show, it would be very, very different than now. It would be very different than now. But that's very far from here. Okay, so we are starting this journey. And yes, wish for president. I'm just saying. It'll be fun. Okay, so I'm just kidding. Really, I don't think witches would want to be president in the first place. So look at you. The Ten of Swords, unbelievable, the Fool card underneath. You're moving away from what that is. The Fool card is a new beginning for you, a new life for you. Where the old life of what you have, with the Death card, is falling away. It is falling away. This is an amazing reading. I'm absolutely in love with this reading. Join me, okay? Join me here on Hedgeridge Tarot, and we will move into the future, bending reality together, changing things for you and for others like you and for a lot of different people. So I've seen a lot of cards just sticking out for me. Seven of Wands, you're going to be just fine. Page of Cups, oh my God, my heart, I've got goosebumps. Another card has shifted. That's so interesting. Okay, let me just move my deck. That is so interesting. God, you've been waiting for so long for this. My goodness. Let's have a look and see. Unbelievable, man, this reading. Where do I even start here? The Queen of Cups. You've been doing. First of all, I want to say what Spirit Guide said. You've been doing so well. Spirit Whisperer. They're letting you know. It hasn't been easy for you. So you've been Seven of Wands. You've been having to deal with a lot of things. You've been trying to do your best, but my God, you've been doing so well. I know my emotions now. You've been doing so well. You don't know. They're so pleased with you. They're like, you're doing just fine and everything is going to be okay. All right? Why'd you do that to me? Why are they doing that to me is because they're bringing up all that emotion here. After your shift here, you're still the same person. You're still the cups. You're still the cups. But you're going to have a new beginning here with the Page of Cups. And they're asking you not to deny your emotion. Don't let anybody ever say to you, you're overreacting. Don't let anybody ever say to you, you're too emotional. Be emotional. That's you. That's what you're meant to be. The emotion, let's get this clear. Don't turn your emotion off. In certain situations, you turn it off. When you need to do ABC, when you need to make a hard decision, go to your mind. But when you need to create, go to your emotion. When you want to create reality and you want this reality to respond to you, that's why it's holding the heart. You go to emotion. You let it overwhelm you, let it take you. And it's that emotion that brings in your reality. When you picture the life that you want to have, feel it as if you are living it now. Embody it now. Feel the strength that you have. Feel the happiness that you will have when you're there, but feel it now. Let that emotion bring it in. And I can see, imagine these two cards aligning with each other. A hangman with an 8 of wands. Really, it tells me that you have been waiting for so long with the hangman. But it's not in vain, because the hangman means uncomfortable time. But it leads to enlightenment. You're there now. You're no more waiting. The time is over. Here we go, guys. You're stepping into your power. I feel so much camaraderie in this reading with you. I feel like I want to grab you and be like, well, just grab your hands and we go dancing in the forest together. Be like, woo, you know what I mean? That's how I feel. I feel so like, yes, 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 yes. You're all together in this energy. And it's here. It's happening for all of you out there. And look at this death card coming in a second time. Your life will change more than once here. There's going to be reality shifts. I feel like this one is the change from what this is, from what that is, from the pain, from a new existence where you step into a new you. And then I feel like this death card, it's the change again when you see the world respond to you. Remember, you need to get there first. You need to get to your reality and feel it first. And then after you get your energy there, then the universe comes after. And again, the change is going to happen to you. Again, a change is happening. And the strength card with the high priest. Okay, high priest in the Witch's Tarot is the Hierophant. Okay, so there you are, a very strong spiritual person that's powerful. That is powerful because you are being divinely guided. You're going to get information. And this is aligning this with the akashic. My goodness, you're going to be getting information in here from higher places. You're going to be getting understanding that you're going to be sharing, because the high priest is a teacher. He's going to teach others. He's going to speak to others. He's going to have information that's going to be shared. And there you are. What a strong person you will be in your life. And I was saying earlier on, it is going to be the spiritual people that end up being the leaders. There you are, a spiritual person who is going to be a leader, and others will follow you. They're going to listen to you because you're going to have access to a lot of information, and you're going to be almost like this conduit, the spirit whisperer, being able to get the information, have it come into you and put it out. Just like I'm doing right now, you're going to pass it on as well. There we go. Thank you so much. I heard spirit guides say like the 144, and I'm like, the 144, and I'm like, wow, where did that pop in? And I'm like, hello, yeah, you are. That 144 is the door that's open for everybody else to come through. If you know what that is, if you don't know, go Google what that is. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here, guys. I'm sending my love, my hugs, my energy to you. Let's come together and let's move forward here and become the high priest, the high priestesses that are leading the way for everyone else. Sending my love to you all. I will see you next time. Bye.